Good morning, viewers. This is Mirabel Blah and you're watching Breakfast News. Before we begin, let's take a look at the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu launches citizen-friendly and green initiatives at Rashtrapati Bhavan on completing 4 years in office. Central team reviews extensive flood damage in Assam's Golaghat, further assistance to following days on assessment report. Meghalaya achieves over 99% enumeration form distribution and 96% digitization under special intensive revision of electoral rolls. Land acquisition progresses for Rs 22,864 crore Maulinkong Panch Gram high-speed corridor compensation process underway. West Danda Hill Sokha mission achieves full tap water coverage, declare Har Ghar Jal village under Jal Jeevan mission. Now let's take a look at the local news. Meghalaya has achieved 99.62% distribution of enumeration forms and 96.95% digitization of electors under the special intensive revision of electoral rolls, with just 1 day remaining for the house-to-house enumeration phase. Chief Electoral Officer Dr. BDR Tiwari said over 23.40 lakh electors have received forms, while more than 22.7 lakh forms have been digitized. He added that the draft electoral roll will be published on August 5th, followed by the claims and objections period till September 4th and final roll publication on October 7th.
The special intensive revision to 2006 is ongoing in Meghalaya, and as on today, the 28th July 2026, now we entered in our final phase of house-to-house visit and this enumeration phase. Only 1 day remaining for the completion of house-to-house distribution and digitization of the enumeration forms before conclusion of this phase of the exercise on the 29th of June 2026. As on today, Meghalaya has achieved remarkable progress in the special intensive revision. Out of total electors, 23,49,645, total 23,40,764 enumeration form has been distributed, registering an impressive 99.62% coverage across the state, and remaining were not been able to be traced. So simultaneously 22,78,071 enumeration form has been digitized till today, accounting 96.95% of the total electorate, and remaining 3.05% will also be digitized before the timeline.
East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner Abhilash Baranwal has said that land acquisition for the proposed Rs 22,864 crore Maulinkong Panch Gram high-speed corridor is progressing well. He said the administration is preparing the draft compensation award under Section 3G and compiling departmental assessment before sharing them with NHIDCL, while the road alignment is being finalized in consultation with local Dorbars. Meanwhile, the district administration and the NHIDCL have identified several landslide-prone stretches along under construction Chilong Dauki Road, and mitigation measures are being taken to prevent future landslides.
The land which is going to be acquired is as per the alignment which has been shared by NHIDCL. I do not really have this figure at how much is the area of the land as well as how many landowners have been identified, but then this has been done in due diligence. With due diligence, in consultation with the local Dorbars. Okay. So, as far as landslides are concerned, yes, it's a concern. a major issue in that part of the, basically in Shillong Rocky Road. The recurring landslides have been a major headache for the people. What we have done so far is that we have identified the stretches with NHIDCL where there is a particular movement. I mean, there are small mountain streams, etc., which are coming onto the road, which, if not really catered to, can have a major impact, like the landslide that we had recently in last month. So all those streams and all those points have been identified, and we are working out with NHIDCL in order to ensure that no such.
To make transport services more accessible, the East Khasi Hills District Administration, in coordination with the District Transport Office, will conduct driving tests at 4 block headquarters during August on a pilot basis. The test will be held at Maukanrao on August 7th, Sora on August 14th, Mauringkening on August 21st and Pindersla on August 28th. Deputy Commissioner Abhilash Baranwal said the initiative is aimed at reducing the need for applicants to travel to Shillong, with plans to conduct driving tests in different blocks at least once every month if the pilot is successful.
So basically, in line with the instructions of Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and simultaneously the government as part of the overall efforts of government of Meghalaya to bring administration and to bring government services closer to the people, from our district we have taken it up with our district transport officer to try and help these driving tests being conducted at the block headquarters. The idea is that at least once a month, if these driving tests are being conducted at the block headquarters, at least the applicants, driving license applicants of that block will not have to travel to Shillong. They can come to the block headquarters on that particular date and complete their tests over there itself. The number of applicants who have registered from that particular block, but as we see that nearly every adult generally tries to go for driving license. So, and especially if these driving tests are also being conducted in the blocks, we expect that the number of people who will come forward for getting driving licenses will go up. And we have also instructed our BDOs to coordinate with the MVI as well as the local strong to make sure that requisite infrastructure is there at the block level to be able to conduct these driving tests.
Assistant Commissioner of West Khasi Hills, N.E. Wanyang, has urged residents to implement the Solid Waste Management Rules 2026 by maintaining 4 separate dustbins for proper waste segregation. Speaking at a river conservation awareness program organized by the Great Mountain Trust in Nongston yesterday, Wanyang said household waste is the main source of pollution in the district's rivers and stressed that proper waste management is essential to protect water bodies and the environment.
Rule ka thamai mita kanika ikot ka solid waste management rules an ajar pendrim teka ka batha ba bahar kilong ye yam kiti ban stang na ye ban lum ki jabo ki ba mi na ye kama kita ban fautili dustbin na ni kita ki jama lum yun kama balai lihat ban stang na ye ban segregate mo te kita fautili kita ki waste la ni kita jabo ka waste ki on kata ka dry waste kama kita ki jadilah kunci paper dan plastik di hak belum cijakan. Antara pada saki di wet waste kita ki jabo ki bami lagi di jengbahan di bakut kunci snap pan dan di snap so. Maka susu dan sani di mentalami lakatan mingga teknologi mo kita ki apa misal pakan kita ki diaper. Ren mental dan ki diaper mo kita ki beriu sanitary pad. Ini hak pandang salah kacung ka jing ka nyut dari ka dustbin ban go laka job kita kisan drink waste anta pada susu dan sa ka way ka dustbin kita ba ban go ini special care waste kami battery ki bulb but ki way ki ba mi kami ki technology ki mobile dan ki phones te kala attention ka long mandatory bangin haban bangin pen urang ani pen telun ni ketika
The Public Health Engineering Department has declared Sokha Mission in West Dante Hills as a Har Ghar Jal village, with all households receiving functional tap water connections. The declaration was made during the celebration of Jal Arpan Divas and Stop Diarrhea campaign. Sukima Najar, Executive Engineer, PHE, highlighted the progress of the Sokha Combined Water Supply Scheme. covering around 196 households, and urged residents and the village water and sanitation committee to ensure proper maintenance and conservation of water resources.
Yang akum skip yiran kumba chispa kena diye ibala penrung apa project governing scheme augmentation of stock combined water supply scheme manila pentrai mana penyo umro haman lagi kluying chispa kena beli bala pentrai ro ya di pipe ki bomlong chom ki bala jot ki bala ikut yang menonjol na bodi kiwai mata nasional ya seluar bagi kakenda jadi kitapum baga penyong hamal lagi suapan poin yang haga jalan pendibas keberehi ke program ekwa kanong kendiat da gejing trelang jong gini gila jadi isno kalalong ga jingjob ya ke department jongi ke PhD department batum joro ke lalong ke jingjob.
Great Mountain Trust organized an awareness program in Nongston to promote cleanliness and the conservation of natural resources, with a special focus on protecting the Wat Nonba and Wat Nonden rivers. Attended by Nongston MLA Gabriel Walang, officials and local stakeholders, the program highlighted measures to prevent river pollution. Trust Chairman R.K. Bijay Birsat said the organization has been working on river restoration and has conducted laboratory tests to assess water quality.
Trust by the departments like the foundation first and foremost, the project background by the environmental engineering like if you do some scientific tests test the lab collaborate lab to Nongston College it's a collaborative effort. The major polluting factor industrial waste, agriculture runoff means ki pair ki major domestic waste mumi yeng jogi nado ki panira chapa nado ki nyot snap ka kade major kini mano shugo kani wa ka jogi kani amne shugo wa kani along manala let's see how we can salong ko kaliar sa shalom.
A 6-member interministerial team from the centre has assessed flood damage in Assam Golaghat district. The team, led by Joint Secretary Humkati Tom, inspected affected areas and reviewed the impact on villages, tea gardens and paddy fields, with around 80 to 90% of the district reportedly affected. State Revenue and Disaster Management Minister Kishore Mahanta said the team held discussions with the district and administration, and further central assistance will be provided based on the assessment report. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma flagged off the export of Purabi dairy ice cream products to Bhutan, marking a major step for Assam's dairy sector in the international market. The consignment includes popular flavors like vanilla, strawberry, chocolate and butterscotch. The Chief Minister said the initiative will boost cross-border trade and create new opportunities for Assam's dairy products in global markets. Now let's take a look at the national news. President Draupadi Murmu launched a series of citizen-centric and sustainability-focused initiatives at Rashtrapati Bhavan on the completion of 4 years in office. The initiatives include an AI-based e-audio guide in 16 languages, the third edition of e-Upahar online auction at children's facility and Arahi, a fare-free electric bus service operated by women drivers. The President also laid the foundation for projects under the Net Zero Energy Strategy, reaffirming her vision of making Rashtrapati Bhavan more accessible, inclusive and environmentally sustainable.
पिछले 4 वर्षों में राष्ट्रपति भवन में देश की सोच और प्रगति को व्यक्त करने के लिए अनेक कदम उठाए गए हैं। एक और जहां विरासत को सम्मान देने के लिए जनजातीय दर्पण और सूत्रकला दर्पण की स्थापना की गई है। जनजातीय दर्पण इसलिए किया गया है, बहुत सारे लोग जो मेट्रोपॉलिटन में रहते हैं, जो इस तरह के परिस्थिति से कभी रूबरू नहीं हुए हैं कि देश कैसे है और देश कैसे में कैसे कैसे लोग रहते हैं, उनके बारे जानकारी का, उनके जीवन शैली को जानकारी का।
The centre has allocated rupees 95,692 crore for the current financial year under the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Act 2025. Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said this is the highest ever budget allocation for any rural employment program at the estimate stage. The new act provides a statutory guarantee of 125 days of wage employment to rural households, up from 100 days under the MGNREGS, while expanding focus areas including water security, rural infrastructure, livelihoods and climate resilience. In Jharkhand, security forces have achieved a major breakthrough in anti-Naxal operations. Top Maoist leader and Politburo member Mizar Besra, carrying a bounty of 1 crore rupees, has been arrested from the Dhanbad-Giridih border. Regional committee member Menat alias Mochu, carrying a reward of 15 lakh rupees, Moyes Kader Gaurav and 2 villagers were also apprehended during the joint operation. The operation was carried out by the Commando Battalion for Resolute Action CRPF and Jharkhand Police based on specific intelligence inputs. Now let's take a look at the international news. Karbi language feature film Kangbo Aloti, The Lost Path, has won the German Star of India 2026 award for the best feature film at the Indian Film Festival Stuttgart in Germany. Directed by Kanjan Kishore Nath, the film is appreciated for its storytelling, cinematography and portrayal of Karbi community history. Set during the Karbi movement of the early 2000s, the film highlights the roles of education and awareness in social transformation. The recognition marks another achievement for Northeast cinema on the global stage. Now let's check these sports updates. The 135th Duran Cup 2026 kicked off yesterday at the Khuman Lampak Main Stadium in Imphal, Manipur, with a grand opening ceremony celebrating the state's rich cultural heritage. The ceremony featured a display of Manipur's traditions, followed by the tour of the historic Duran Cup trophies, the regional Duran Cup, Shimla Trophy and the President's Cup, symbolizing the tournament's legacy since 1888. The event also included a special welcome for Manipur's iconic football clubs ahead of the tournament's opening match. India's Harjinder Kaur clinched the silver medal in the women's 69 kilo weightlifting even at the Commonwealth Games with a total lift of 227 kilogram. She lifted 101 kilogram in snatch and 126 in clean and jerk to finish behind Canada's Charlotte Simone, who won gold with Games record total. Harjinder's medal takes India's weightlifting tally at the Games to 7 medals, 1 gold, 5 silver and 1 bronze.
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ इंडिया के लिए सिल्वर मेडल जीत के मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील हो रहा है और मैं अपनी परफॉर्मेंस से बहुत खुश हूँ मेडल किसको डेडिकेट करेंगे और क्या कुछ चल रहा था दिमाग में मैं अपना मेडल अपनी फैमिली को डेडिकेट करूँगी क्योंकि मेरी फैमिली की बहुत सपोर्ट है मुझे यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए और इंडियन फेडरेशन और इंडियन गवर्नमेंट मैं सबका बहुत बहुत थैंकफुल करती हूँ कि उन्होंने यहाँ तक हमारी हेल्प की और हम यहाँ तक पहुँचे हमें साई की बहुत सपोर्ट है मतलब हमारा 1 मंथ पहले बर्मिंघम में कैंप लगा हुआ था और इस कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स की तैयारी के लिए मतलब बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं
Now let's take a look at the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 32 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 91%, rainfall 8 millimeter. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 95%, rainfall 8.7 millimeter. Meanwhile, in Joy, minimum temperature 20 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 94%, rainfall 2 millimeter. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Joy says cloudy sky and light rain likely to occur at many places. Before we wrap up a news bulletin, let's take a look at the headlines once again. President Draupadi Murmu launches citizen-friendly and green initiatives at Rashtrapati Bhavan on completing 4 years in office. Central team reviews extensive flood damage in Assam's Golaghat. Further assistance to follow based on assessment report. Meghalaya achieves over 99% enumeration form distribution and 96% digitization under special intensive revision of electoral rolls. Land acquisition progresses for Rs 22,864 crore Maulinkong Panch Gram high-speed corridor. Compensation progress is underway. West Jante Hills Sokha mission achieved full tap water coverage, declared Har Ghar Jal village under Jal Jeevan mission. We have come to the end of our breakfast news. Stay tuned for the Khasi News Bulletin coming up next. And do follow us on our social media platform. This is Mirabel Bla signing off and have a wonderful day ahead.